Hi Libra, here is your relationship reading for January 2017. I would just like to say a Happy New Year to all of you once again. And please bear in mind, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everybody. And if it doesn't resonate with you, please check your moon and rising signs. And as I said, this is a relationship reading. So for all of you that are already in a relationship, okay? Now, the first card we have here, we have the Magician card, and it is reversed, okay? Now, the Magician card, it is a major arcana. What it's telling me is that you may very well be trying to manifest something within this relationship, okay? Maybe you've hit a few roadblocks in the relationship. Maybe you've had some testing times within the relationship. Maybe some of you are actually doubting the intentions of your partner. Because sometimes when the Magician card is reversed, it can talk about manipulation. It can sometimes talk about somebody being deceitful. And it can talk about somebody that can turn on the charm, but for their own agenda. Now, it's going to play out differently for all of you, okay? But like I said, we are either talking to a group of you that are wanting to change things within this relationship, but maybe doubting that you have what it takes, or doubting that your partner has what it takes. Or some of you are doubting the true intentions of your partner. Now here it's interesting because we've gone from the number 1 of the major arcana and we're down to the 0. We've got the Fool card here, and again it's a major arcana, and again it's reversed. It talks about, first of all, somebody that could be acting naively or thinking naively when it comes to a relationship. So if you are that group that are in this situation whereby you may have some doubts over the true intentions of your partner, then this card is a warning to you to really look into things as deeply as you can and to really try to find out what exactly is going on, okay? Because maybe they're not being as honest or as open or as truthful as you may think. If this is about trying to manifest something new within this relationship, and first of all, again, it can talk about the need for you not to be naive. And if your partner is promising to change or do things differently, then again, maybe you need to really think about that before you go rushing in and believing what's being said. And if you are, because it can talk about a rash decision, you see, when this card's reversed, and resisting pressure from others. So, like I said, for some of you, you could have hit a roadblock within this relationship. And your partner may very well be making lots of promises about doing things differently, behaving differently, whatever the situation is for you. But when the Fool card is reversed, it's a warning for you, as I said, to resist the pressure from others, not to make any rash decisions, and to not act so naively in love. Because if you see this man, when it's reversed, he's like he's looking up to the clouds. And it's almost like his head is in the clouds when it comes to this relationship. He may very well not be seeing somebody for who they really are. That's the overall energy I'm picking up here. Is that you may not be seeing your partner for who they truly are. And you need to be careful of that. Now, down here we have the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is a lovely card. It is called the Wish card. And I see this being a card whereby you are, you're either wishing that this relationship is going to go to the next level and be the relationship for you. Or if it's a more long-standing relationship, then you're wishing that changes that have been promised are going to come about. The thing though with the Wish card, although it's about wishes being granted, the fact of the matter is you have to try to help that along. You can't just sit there, make a wish and expect the universe to grant it and everything's hunky-dory, okay? If there's something you're really wishing for within this relationship, then you're going to need to try to help to push things along and manifest it as well. You cannot just sit there and make a wish and expect it to be granted. Now, for some of you, this could be that you have recently met somebody and you have got your head in the clouds, you're on cloud 9, so to speak, with this relationship. And that you are wishing that this relationship is the one and it's going to progress. And you may be doubting in some way that, because you may have been hurt in the past. So we could see that negative energy there with the Magician, whereby you've been hurt in the past and it's left you with this doubt that any relationship you enter is going to work out. And although you may have this naivety to you and this head in the clouds, where you're all loved up and everything, but you may very well be wishing and hoping that this is going to be the one for you, okay? It's going to play out differently for all of you, okay? But as I said, if you are wishing for something, you're going to have to give it a nudge yourself. If you are self-doubting yourself and you are self-doubting whether this relationship can work out and whether this relationship does have all the tools required to make it work, then, there's nothing wrong with having your guard up a little bit. Don't be making rash decisions. Don't be acting immaturely or naively about this relationship. But also, like I said, if you're wishing for this to progress, then you're going to have to believe in yourself a little bit more. Believe that maybe, you know, you do both have the tools to make things work out. The wish card is a positive card. It is about a wish being granted. But like I said, you need to help that along. My only concern here is that you're not going to be acting in a naive way. Now, over here, we have the Nine of Wands, okay? Now, the Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And it is reversed. This card talks about being hesitant about a long-term commitment. It talks about not making any hasty judgments. It talks about you feeling defensive in some way and having your guard up. And it can talk about a lack of resources or a lack of thinking that things are going to work out in the way that you are hoping for. It's a card about feeling vulnerable, which is then making you feel defensive. This energy to me is all stemming from this Magician card that is reversed. I think some of you have got some doubts or question marks over a relationship that you are in. And it's causing you to be a little bit defensive and have your guard up. And it is causing you to maybe be a little bit hesitant about making a long-term commitment. Now, the thing is, for those of you that are already in a long-term committed relationship, obviously it's going to be different. And again, for some reason, it sees you being defensive. It sees you feeling pressure and stress within this relationship. Again, it could be talking about the fact that you and your partner have been through a very rough patch within this relationship. And it could see you doubting whether you both do have the tools required to turn things around and get this relationship back onto the correct road. Now, up here we have the Page of Cups. I'm sorry, I'm trying to block out the glare of the sun. We have the Page of Cups, okay? Now, the Cups is water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So, look, some of you could be involved with a fire sign, as we've had the Nine of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you may well be involved with a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Doesn't have to mean that, okay? As I said, the water energy deals with our feelings and our emotions, okay? It is reversed. When it's reversed, it can talk about deception. It can talk about somebody being very needy. It can talk about somebody, again, that's acting very immature on an emotional level within a relationship. And we've already seen that with the Fool card, about the need to be very careful here on not acting or thinking in an immature way. I just feel that this card is more talking about the need for you not to deceive yourself. And maybe it's in connection with this wish card. That it's okay to wish for something, but maybe you need to keep your wish realistic. And not deceive yourself too much here. There's definitely something going on here for you Libras. This is either a new relationship and there's doubt and question marks over the other person. Or this is a more long-standing relationship where there is question marks over this relationship as a whole in regards to whether things can turn around. Now, for the outcome card, we actually have your own energy here. It's the only card on the table for you. We have the Page of Swords. It is your energy, being Libra, as well as Gemini and Aquarius, okay? And it's interesting that we've got two pages here, because pages often bring messages and often bring new beginnings. Now, with the Page of Cups, we see that reverse, so we see a delay on that. But here we've got, as I said, the Page of Swords, okay? This is often referred to as the Truth card. It can also be an energy of constantly questioning. So we could see you through the month of January constantly questioning the motives of your partner or the overall dynamics of this relationship. If you see this man, he's waving that sword in the air as though he wants to cut through to the truth. Now, this is either you seeking the truth and getting the truth in regards to this situation, or this is you speaking your truth, or your partner finally speaking their truth. Either way, questions I feel are being asked during this month of January. And definitely I feel towards the end of the month, the truth is going to come out in some respects. Now, because the swords is air, and the air is all to do with our thoughts and the way we communicate, to me, you know, the truth is definitely going to be communicated by one of you. Now I'm going to pull a clarifying card on that Page of Swords. Right, here we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now again, the aces are always about new beginnings. We see this one here reversed, which again indicates to me a delay in a beginning, okay? It can talk about plans being stuck. As I said, a delay in some way, okay? It can talk about somebody that could be looking upon this relationship in more of a material, practical way. Than on an emotional level. I want to take another one. Right, here we have the King of Wands. Now, as I said, the Wands is fire energy, okay? It is reversed. The thing with the King of Wands as an energy is it talks about the need to realize that in every relationship there are challenges. And it talks about the need to be realistic about your goals. And to me, that's been the overriding message from the beginning here. About the need, because the thing is as well with this wish card, and the thing you need to bear in mind with this wish card, is although it talks about wishes coming true, but the need for you to help them along and not just sit there. But also it talks about the fact of sometimes a wish can come true, and when you get the wish, or when it's granted, you actually then think, did I actually really want that? Is that really what I wanted? I just feel that one of you within this relationship is not thinking things through properly, is got their head in the clouds, maybe acting in a very naive and immature way. In regards to this, I think with this Magician, we are talking here more about the energy of the other person than we are the dynamics of the relationship. And I just think that for all of you, it's going to be different. But in some respects, the truth's going to come out in some respects regarding a relationship for you. Now, this could be the truth in the sense that you're actually going to see your partner for what they truly are. And some of you may like that, some of you may not, okay? But to me, it's about being realistic. It's about accepting somebody for who they are. It's about accepting what somebody is offering to you and understanding that at the moment they may not offer more or be prepared to offer any more. It may be for some of you that you are trying to manifest a more deeper commitment within this relationship. And that the other person speaks up and says that they're not actually ready for that. And the need then there is a delay. And then there is the need for you to accept that you either accept what's being offered to you or you don't. But being realistic, not having your head in the clouds. Sometimes as well, the Knight of Wands can be somebody that's quite controlling, somebody that could be quite selfish, and somebody that can sometimes be quite severe in their approach to others. To me, this overall message here, and it can go both ways, okay? We can be talking about your partner, but to me, it's about either you or your partner getting your head out the clouds, not thinking so immaturely or naively in regards to something with this relationship, and either accepting the other person for who they are and what they are, or accepting what is being offered, what's on the table now, and understanding that, yes, you may have a wish granted, but you may not be able to have all your wishes granted at the moment. That there may very well be a delay with something. And accepting that. And being prepared to accept that there are challenges and setbacks within all relationships, but that is part of the journey. And while there may be some challenges and delays, it doesn't mean you're not going to get all your wishes granted, but it may just mean for the time being, there's a delay with that. Right, Libra, that does conclude your reading for the month of January. I do hope this reading resonates with some of you, okay? Just be careful, as I said. If this is you, try to get your head out of the clouds for a little while. And maybe, you know, it is the need to see somebody for who they truly are and accept that. Or to see the relationship for how it truly is at the moment and accept that. And maybe, you know, you may not have all the tools in front of you at the moment to be able to manifest all your wishes. And there may be a delay. But I'm not picking up a breakup here. I'm just picking up somebody speaking their truth about something, which results in a delay, which then results in somebody having to accept things for the way they are at the moment. Right, if you would like to book a private reading with me, please email me. I am still at the moment, just for this month of January, doing the 12-month yearly readings as private readings. So you can email me to book that, or you can book me just for, you know, an ordinary private reading for any concerns or issues in your life. I will be back again really soon to do the reading for single Libras. I am trying to catch up with myself because of the Christmas holiday, so there are delays and I am sorry about that. But overall, I hope this message is for somebody out there today, okay? And I hope it's going to benefit you and guide you on the correct path. Thank you for watching. Bye.